Hi there Spurs fans, my name's Glenn Osborne. Many of you will know me as Aussie, and we're here to talk to you about a number of things to do with the OzSpurs Supporters Club, formal name Spurs Australia, and that is of course the official Tottenham Hotspur Supporters Club here in Australia. First thing I want to tell you about today is membership for this season, and I want to tell you why it is a great deal. If you're watching this and you are not an OzSpurs member, you should be. Membership is only $10 a night out. There are many supporters clubs or clubs of any kind anywhere in the country who could do you a deal for $10 to be a member for an entire season. That enables you to come along to the games and watch the games in pubs all around the country with Spurs fans just like you. It also gets you a bumper sticker, a membership card, the right to vote for people like me who are on the committee to run your club and to make the decisions on your behalf. It also gives you the chance to buy Spurs merchandise at a discounted rate. So some of the things you can get are this polo shirt and this cap, which I think were about $20 or $25 each. And it gets you the right to also play in five-a-side teams which are organised by the OzSpurs Supporters Club all around the country. We're on a bit of a hiatus here in Melbourne. We've had a couple of guys go overseas and some serious injuries as well, but hopefully that five-a-side team or futsal team will be up and running again in the new year. But I know there are well-established teams in Perth, Sydney and Brisbane. So if you are thinking of joining a five-a-side team and you want to play with some Spurs fans, that is a great opportunity for you. The biggest benefit though of an OzSpurs membership is the opportunity to attend the OzSpurs National Convention, which happens every year in either April or May depending on fixturing, and this year it's in early May and it will be held here in Melbourne. Before we get to that though, we want to talk about our chapter here in Melbourne for all our supporters here in Victoria, and it's time to introduce Emma Jane, who's our chapter organiser here in Melbourne. Our chapter's undergone a lot of changes in the last couple of years. Can you talk us through some of them?
Yeah, well, I came in as chapter organiser after Simon moved out of Melbourne, so he wasn't able to carry it on. Since then, I've just been heavily promoting the chapter on social media such as Facebook, and trying to get a lot more people down to our new venue, which is the Imperial in the city. We've been there for about 18 months and it's a fantastic venue. They open for pretty much any game that we want. They're very accommodating. And even more so, if you're an OzSpurs member, you get discounts behind the bar. So you pretty much make up your $10 membership in about 3 pints. So that's really good.
And the chapter's been doing some other things throughout the year and during the off-season? Yeah,
off-season we had a bit of a curry night and we got together at the Imperial and watched some of the highlighted goals from the history of the EPL, which was a really good fun night, and we plan to have a few more of those. We've also got some supporter inter-supporter matches coming up, so we're looking at a game against the Southampton Supporters Club, and there'll be a few other clubs like Manchester United and Man City and stuff as well. So
yeah, and that'll be in addition to a number of games that we've played against I think Leeds, Chelsea and Man United in previous years as well, and Spurs have done quite well, so hopefully we can continue that record. Before we speak about the National, we just want to show you a few clips now of the OzSpurs guys at the Imperial celebrating a few goals and how we do it here and around the country.
Against form.
So that's how we celebrate the OzSpurs goal here at OzSpurs, and as you can see, we like to have a bit of fun and go a bit crazy when the goals go in the back of the net. So, as I mentioned earlier, the OzSpurs National is the biggest event of the year for a Spurs fan, and in the coming couple of months, early May, here in Melbourne, we will be hosting the OzSpurs National Convention. The general gist of things is that the Friday night, fans from all around the country come into town, and we meet at a pub nice and central and have a few beers and reminisce about our days following Spurs, either here in Australia or back in England. Saturday generally is a bit of a fun day. We either play some futsal or have some different activities, which we'll mention in a moment. We try to watch the game on a Saturday night if we get a good fixture. We're thinking, depending on how we go in the Europa League this season, it might be a Sunday night fixture, but that's fine. We'll pack out the Imperial anyway. We'll watch the game, and on Sunday we'll have the AGM as well. So if you're an OzSpurs member, you can vote for your committee and then raise any ideas that you want your club to try to enact in the coming season. Emma Jane, we're hosting the National here. What kind of things have you got planned for when hundreds of Spurs fans come into town next May?
Well, I've already been talking with Steve, who's the manager of the Imperial, and organising some stuff with that in regards to the on when we have the game night, and getting some making sure that there's enough room for all of us and everything. And we're also looking at having, for the first time ever, people who are coming to the National actually being able to vote on what they can do on the Saturday. So if they want to play futsal or go on a brewery tour or a booze cruise, or, you know, play some golf or something like that, we're going to actually poll that on the OzSpurs website.
Yeah, so keep your eye out for that in the next couple of months, OzSpurs.com, and of course we'll keep you updated on Twitter and Facebook as to where you can find that. So there it is, the OzSpurs National is not too far away. You should become a member if you are not already, and that will enable you to take part in the OzSpurs National. For more information and to become an OzSpurs member, visit OzSpurs.com.